Hi, traveler, and welcome to Discovery Tour Viking Age. Just like the brave Scandinavians who left their homes on longships in search of new horizons, a quest for knowledge and a promise of adventure awaits you. For 3 centuries, adventurers set sail in search of trade, land, and sometimes plunder, changing the world forever in ways that can still be felt today. We call these adventurers Vikings. Some remember them merely as brutal warriors and merciless conquerors. But there is much more to be learned about their rich and complex culture. History will come alive for you through the eyes of those who lived it. Norse merchants looking to make their fortune, an Anglo-Saxon monk in search of his life's meaning, and even King Alfred himself. You will follow their deeds, both great and small, as they navigate their eventful time in places known today as England and Norway. But fear not. Discovery Tour Viking Age is a safe, combat-free experience that you can enjoy at your own pace and in your own time, tapping into the years of research of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla team. Its content has been crafted in close partnership with renowned historians and academics. On behalf of the entire development team, we hope you enjoy Discovery Tour Viking Age. May the seas be kind on your journey.
Your father would be happy to come to the farm as company.
You'll be off raiding for months, not years. Shorter than your trade routes even. The farm and I will still be here when you return.
And return I shall.
You had better, or I'll come find you.
Trick, do you have any questions for me before I leave?
No. I'll take good care of Gunhilda's reputation while you're away.
I doubt she'll need help, but I'll be glad to know you're here all the same.
Come, Thorstein. The market waits for no man.
Coming, my love! I'm coming, Gunhilda.
You coddle him, my love. He's a grown man, not an errant child.
Slaves, talk, Gunhilda. If he returns to his family and says we mistreated him, I might find myself in a duel.
No duels until you've worked on your swordsmanship.
I'm sure to get practice on this expedition with Harold. Our enemies may not fight with blunted blades, but he's promised me the children of Stavanger are far more fierce.
The children who struck you as you lay sleeping, then ran away laughing? You'll need to keep your wits about you if so.
Ulf, good morning.
My mother loved the fine woolen cloak you sold me. The stitching is exquisite.
Of course. My wife takes great pride in the needlework, with good reason.
You must have been blessed by Heimdall. A vision so keen and hands so steady.
Only a talented mother and a very patient husband.
Give Alvik a kiss from me next time you see her.
I will. Fortune guide you, friend.
Just think, after a few raids, we'll have enough silver to leave this place for good.
Have you not been happy here?
With you, I would be happy anywhere. But Stavanger is small.
Too small for the grand dreams of the shepherd girl.
And why not? Even a worm may one day hold up the sky.
Come, Mikhail has promised to aid you in my affairs while I'm at sea. You'll have plenty of time to dream while I'm gone. Mikhail, it's a fine day for little business, don't you think?
Get away from here, Thorstein! I won't be seen dealing with an oathbreaker!
A what?
Keep your voices down. On what grounds do you base this outrageous claim?
That is for you and Bjorn to discuss!
I can't believe he'd betray me like this!
You haven't known Mikkel that long. He has to protect his own reputation first.
Not him! Bjorn!
Ah, he's always sniffing about your trades like a wild dog. He envies your success and wishes to take it for himself.
Well, we won't let him. We've worked too hard for him to take this chance away from us now. We will not let Bjorn get away with this, I swear it. Bjorn! What have you done? What falsehoods have you been spreading about my family's honor?
Nothing but the truth. This sail your wife made, that you sold me, is as rotten as your intentions. You wish for me and my men to drown on the open ocean, where our bodies would never be found.
Are you a fool? Even if I wanted to leave you stranded and sail west alone, Harold would never allow it. He would make me rescue you, and then we would all be doomed.
I don't claim to understand you, Oathbreaker, but your methods are plain. I believe I'll go inform Harold of your duplicity. He should be arriving any moment now.
My love, that is no work of mine.
I know. This was done by a hand far coarser than yours. Bjorn is trying to sabotage my place on the expedition.
You cannot let him accuse you in front of the assembly. No chieftain would ever take you on again. I will not see my parents starve because of Bjorn's lies.
Then I must gather evidence and bring his falsehoods to light.
I will speak with the wives, to rally them to our cause, and I will pray to the Hamminja for guidance.
Our ancestors will give you wise counsel, I'm sure of it. I'll see you outside the assembly.
Go swiftly, my love.
If I were an impulsive oaf, why would I hide a sail? These crates came from not far. No local wares then. Tell me, did Bjorn accept any wares these past few days?
Surely he did. I carried them myself. Wet and nasty they were, smelling as if they'd been stored at the water's edge.
Did you happen to see what was inside?
No, but it had that damp sheep smell. Wool, I suppose.
Thank you, my friend. That is Gunhilda's stitching. So Bjorn planned to take her sail for himself after all. It will need to be more than my word against Bjorn. I'll need people to vouch for me as well. Friends, neighbors, listen to me. Bjorn has declared me Oathbreaker, calling my good name into question.
We saw the sail. It would have torn in the first gust of wind.
That was a sail he bought from Notfall, carried to us in sea-soaked wood. My wife's sail he kept aside for himself, to use once he reached the open sea.
I am familiar with Gunhilda's stitching. That sail was no work of her hands.
What reason does Bjorn have to lie, if revealing the truth is as simple as you say?
He hoped to turn Harold against me, to keep me from tomorrow's expedition, to hide the truth until I had already been exiled. If you care for we who will travel with him, this insult cannot go unanswered. He would endanger his crew for a petty grievance. He is unworthy of command. Free men of Stavanger, hear me. We must inform the assembly. We must inform Harald Jarl. Only then will our safe return be assured. Are you with me? The assembly is about to start. I need to find Gunhilda. I found your sail and the mark of the goods Bjorn claimed were ours. His lies are already falling apart.
You've done well, but I fear what you have found may not be enough to convince the assembly. What will you do?
I will demand a Manjapnatur and declare my own deeds as evidence that my word holds more weight than Bjorn's. His reputation cannot compete with ours.
A sound plan. I have rallied the wives to our cause and prayed to the gods. Even if you lose, my silver-tongued warrior, the women will make the assembly see reason.
I see my heart beats as fiercely as ever.
Go now. Reclaim our honor.
Forsetti, bless me as I defend my honor.
Thorstein Oathbreaker! Come to beg forgiveness with your tail between your legs!
Men of the assembly, Bjorn claimed the sail I sold him was rotten. But I have found Gunhilda's work hidden, and the sail he claimed was mine came in sea-soaked wood from Notfall. He sought to ruin my reputation to cover up his poor trade, all so he could claim Harold's favor as his own.
Thorstein, if what you say is true, Bjorn is guilty of lying, injury to your reputation, and of an arrogance that could have led to the deaths of his crew and yours. Yet he was the one to bring you before the assembly. So now you must choose. How will you defend your honor?
We will have combat aplenty across the sea. I choose the Manjapnatur.
Come then. My tongue is as sharp as my blade. Declare yourself worthy, if you can. I'm the finest of navigators, at home on the sea.
You're so arrogant, nothing like me.
Weak, Thorstein, just like you. I was the first to be picked for this crew.
And Harold sought me when he already had you.
How can he believe you are the better choice? You're playing him for a fool. You're a liar, a thief, and a braggart, a pest!
Are you still here? I thought you had left.
Enough! You both must know that attacking each other during a Manjapnaður is strictly forbidden. It's time for me to step in. It's clear that Thorstein is the one who has been wronged. It is my suggestion that Bjorn be removed from my expedition and exiled, never to return. His lands and trade goods will be forfeit, gone to pay the costs of finding another navigator with so little time to spare.
No, Harald.
Do not draw more of my wrath upon yourself. I could have named you a murderer and demanded your death.
What say you, men of Stavanger? Do you accept the terms put forth by Harald Jarl?
We choose exile.
Exile.
Exile! Then it is decided. Now come, Thorstein. We have a navigator to find.
Brother Elrich, awaken.
I'd best not keep the abbess waiting.
I know the journey was hard on you, so let me get through the dawn prayer.
Good morning, abbess. Thank you.
Now, the sun is rising. You must not miss Prime.
I appreciate the reprieve and the awakening.
Call it a weakness. Your father's name will be a stone around your neck in Ely. You have a difficult path ahead of you, I'm afraid.
Yes, abbess.
Well, there's nothing to be done about it. Better you prove yourself early than risk becoming the subject of gossip.
I will, abbess.
You may break your fast in the kitchen with the others once your prayers are concluded. We don't frown on piety here, brother. Should you wish to stay at chapel to pray to the Lord once your duties are concluded, you may be assured that food will be available to you, as long as you go to the kitchen before terce.
That's mid-morning?
Precisely, my son.
I must not miss Prime.
Yet these scriptures are there as a guide, my son. When reading them,
Pater noster, qui es in caelis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in caelo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimitti nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris. Et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Amen. Time to eat.
And there she was an abbess. And then used to wear...
Are you well, Brother Oswin?
We must have silence at the Lord's table.
Brother!
Very well. Take him to the infirmary, King. But the bishop shall hear of your defiance.
Tell me, Oswin, where does it hurt?
Everywhere, brother. It's like there's fire in my veins.
I will find a way to ease your pain. I promise. I must find the monk in charge. Father Bertwald, was it?
I hope you can treat that patient yourself. God, in his infinite wisdom, only gave me to...
The patient speaks of fire in the veins, Father.
An uncommon ailment, and one I don't know by heart. The scribes often copy remedies in the scriptorium. You may be able to find something there to aid you. But if not, Sister Winifred will be able to help.
Yes, Father. Scriptorium. Right, I remember where that was.
Can I help you, brother?
No. 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 No luck. I'll have to ask Sister Winifred. Sister Winifred! I've looked but can't find a remedy. Tell me, what is the cure for fire in the veins?
A dire challenge indeed. Ox's recipe for pain should aid us here. You will need double brewed ale, honey, feverfew, and wormwood. Though with the raids nearby of late, and the early first frost, you may have trouble with the latter.
Is there anything that can replace it?
Well, I have heard that dust from a relic can have miraculous properties. We're blessed here in Ellie to have several. Perhaps, if you gather some, the saints will intercede on your patient's behalf.
Thank you, sister. God bless you. Double brewed ale, honey, feverfew, and the dust of a relic. Should be simple enough.
In the mist of winter.
They might have ale in the kitchens. One found. 3 to find. The relics are kept at the back of the chapel. That's 2. Halfway done. The nuns had set up to gather honey round here. Do I just take it? Or...
Careful, brother. You wouldn't want to get stung. The bees jealously guard their golden hoard.
I need honey for a remedy. Can you help me?
Of course. Take the honey from the table. I'll gather more for the abbess.
Thank you, sister. God bless you. And that's the 3rd. Now for the last. Feverfew grows best in full sun. And hopefully far from the sisters' bees. What does feverfew look like again?
Good morrow, brother. What brings you to the woods?
Good morrow. Do you know where I could gather feverfew or wormwood?
No wormwood left this season. As for feverfew, no small white daisies are what you seek.
Thank you, brother. God bless you. I have everything I need. Now to mix it.
Sister Winifred brought me the recipe from the scriptorium. And now, I am delighted to discover you know the use of the mixing bench, too. Would that God had sent you to me sooner? The infirmary would be in far better shape.
I spent many summers mixing poultices for the townsfolk in Canterbury.
Then I shall observe, and hopefully learn some new tricks of my own. What was the first ingredient in Sister Winifred's remedy? What was the first ingredient in Sister Winifred's remedy?
The first ingredient is double brewed ale.
Which two ingredients did you gather in the forest?
It was feverfew and honey to ease the throat.
What did Sister Winifred suggest you substitute for the final ingredient?
Dust from a relic is said to cure many ills. There. Done. This should ease Brother Osween's pain.
Never fizzle,
Here, brother. Drink this. It will ease your pain.
Thank you, brother. I can feel it working already. How fortunate I am that God sent you in my time of need.
Rest now. Soon you'll be back on your feet.
Brother Elrich, you must come at once.
What's the matter, brother?
Do you not hear the bells? The abbess requires your presence at chapel immediately.
I'll go as soon as I'm done helping Brother Osween.
No, you must go now. Hurry!
I hope the abbess will tell me what's going on. Abbess! What is happening?
Come with me, Brother Elrich. The heathens are on their way, and we must secure the relics before they approach.
Then we shall all flee together?
No, brother. The others prepare to fight. Collect the reliquary, please.
Forgive me, blessed saints, but I must carry you from your place of rest.
Now come, we have no time to spare. Take the relic to your father. Our families may share no love, but we are of a mind when it comes to the Lord. He will know what to do.
That man is a stranger to me.
As was our Lord Jesus Christ when he died on the cross for our sins. Help often comes from unexpected hands, brother. Now, follow quickly. Into the catacombs. Remain swift and silent.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters.
So I pried the book from his hands and tore the covers off to bring home. I'll be able to afford another slave this harvest season, at the very least.
These Saxons and their books. You'd think they were more precious than their own lives, but if no one lives to speak of what's written down, who will remember it?
Not to speak of how they treat their dead, putting bones or pieces of wood inside golden boxes. How this honors their god, I'll never understand.
Waiting won't make it any easier.
Thorstein! I could not let you pass without experiencing the sting of your wit.
The mood I'm in, you'd best hope for a stinging rather than a lashing.
Then let's begin. On the Isle of Ely, great riches were won.
Are you saying that you would like some?
come, Thorstein. Surely you can do better than that. I've heard of your legend, your grace and prowess.
You said it yourself. I've no need to impress.
The merchant with the silver tongue strikes again. It's a shame Harald Jarl outshines you so brightly.
Enough with the words. You should fight me?
Weak, I'm afraid. How disappointing.
I don't have time for this.
Thorstein, the hero of many tales.
Thorstein! You've been far from our shores, but never my thought.
There's something I must say, my Jarl.
So formal. Did the crossing scour our friendship from your mind?
It did not. It's only by friendship that I'm brave enough to speak.
Tell me then. I'm listening.
I tire of raiding Harald. I want to settle where there's rich, dark soil for the taking. I want to make a place of our own where I can live out my days with my wife.
You're young yet, my friend. Plenty of time to grow old with a bouncing infant on each knee.
No, my Jarl. I've delayed too long already. Today I search for a ship.
I have none to spare.
Then I shall purchase one.
Commission, perhaps. I hope this folly of yours can withstand a year's wait.
If that is what it takes. It is no slight to you, my Jarl. My love for you has not waned, but my love for my wife only grows stronger with each absence. I hope you will bless my journey in time.
Go.
Best tell Brunhilde we will have no help from our king.
Hi! C'est nos vies!
And they're going to bring it all. Well, how did it go with Harald?
Harold will not stand in our way, but neither will he help us.
Oh, at least he could give you his blessing.
He did not.
Oh, my love. He will come around. His love for you flows deep, but its pull is as strong as the tides.
I see you've made good on your promise to find us traveling companions at least.
This group of good-for-nothings, they're only here as ballast.
Ah, then find a ballast I've never seen. It's a good start, but we will need more men.
And the navigator. I know. I've gathered a list of names already.
Ah, my Lederstjärna. Imvolder, I need a ship. My wife and I leave for the land across the sea.
Harald won't pay for such a vessel, I'm sure. Did you really fill your pockets that well on your last raid?
I have gold enough to cover the cost.
Wood, sails, and all?
Gunhilda's family will provide the sail. The rest I will purchase.
Ah, you're a lucky man.
I know.
Speak with Skaga for a pine mast, then, and yarn for the nails. Tell him I'll expect him to be on time with his deliveries in the future.
I'll see what I can do.
Thorstein, what brings you to my yard?
Imvolder sent me.
Oak or pine?
I'm sorry, what?
New to shipbuilding, are you? Come with me. You'll learn better by doing. Use that axe to remove the bark from this log. Underneath you will find silken pine, flexible and light, that will bend in the wind. Perfect for a mast. Once you have a sense of the wood, come find me and I will show you another. Tap in the wedges gently. We want this log to split as straight as possible. That way we will have long, hard boards of oak for the hull of your ship to protect you and your fellow. I'll wait for you over there. Planing the wood ensures a tight fit between the boards, leaving no gaps or knots that might give way in the middle of the sea. The smoother the joints, the smoother your journey. Now, which type of wood did Imvolder send you for?
Oak, I think.
I believe you may be mistaken, friend. Luckily, I have the patience of Balder himself.
Then why did you ask me?
You won't forget again, will you?
Pine for a mast.
I'll send your new mast to the shipyard as soon as it's ready.
Are you looking for something?
Imvolder sent me.
Of course he did. He tried those nails from Avaldsnes, and I bet they fell apart in the salt water. I use nothing but pure iron, which is why he hates my prices. But at least you won't find yourself suddenly sailing in a bucket full of holes. Head inside the shop. You can take a box from the stack against the back wall. But tell him he'll have to pay up front if he wants more.
I'm the one funding the construction of this ship. You will be paid in full.
I have no doubt. Eventually. Imvaldir makes ships that sing on the ocean waves. But mundane thoughts of silver and debt never seem to enter his mind. Don't worry, I'll talk to him. Go get your nails.
Finally you return. Now, there's one last step to take. Come with me. Which animal would you like best for your prow? I have 3 available, so you can choose the spirit that suits your intentions. You will also need to bring me a blessed charm to put inside the prow. but I won't need it for many months yet. Take a look and let me know if you have any questions.
Tell me about the serpent.
The snake-headed prow will ensure you dominate the waves with disconcerting ease and great stability. Is this the prow you want?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we can get started.
Jormungand, I need your strength and stability. Protect us on our travels.
Thorstein.
Yes, my Jarl?
I was childish before. In my joy at seeing you home, I wasn't ready to discuss your departure again so soon. Nor see you gone for good. Please, accept this with my blessing.
Unjo. The rune of kinship.
And why not? No man has been a truer brother to me than you. It has been an honor to have you in my Félagið, even if this leg of the trip will be shorter. The day has finally come.
And all too soon.
Many have come before you, and many will come after. Yet, when I die, it will be your friendship that I recall as I await the opening of Valhalla.
There, we will meet again.
Go then, and the winds take you swiftly to soft lands and great riches.
May your name never be forgotten.
Your friend be a friend if you return with me.
can't take you with us, Sigmund. I'm not risking the lives of my men and wife to these sunstones.
You're making a mistake. With Frodi gone, I'm the best navigator you'll find this time of year, and you know it.
You've already deceived us once with your tales of magic pebbles. I'm not letting you steer us into rocks again. Without Frode to guide you, you're as good as blind.
So you'd rather trust whales and winds than your own Fialachi? Bjorn was right about you. Try sailing across the sea in this weather. You won't get past the shore. Not without a skilled sailor.
You're absolutely right. I do need a navigator. But you weren't one to begin with.
Well?
No good.
Frode's betrayal cuts deeper with each navigator we're forced to turn away.
He got an offer he couldn't refuse. Wouldn't you choose to sail with a great sea king given the chance?
I already am. Regardless, Frode broke his word. Now we have no navigator and no men in the middle of the sailing season. How are we supposed to cross the sea?
Trick is waiting for us in Notfall with our supplies. He might have heard of someone trustworthy.
Notfall folk dread the great waters more than a feral cat. They'll be of no use in the upcoming storm. No. I'll ask my mother. She knows everyone in Ekundarsund. I'll find a clan to join us there.
Is it wise for you to go? They might not agree to sail with a woman aboard.
I'm sure my charms will outweigh their fears.
Trick looks busy with our supplies. Good man.
I'll be off then, to find the men we need.
Be swift, my love. We'll meet you in Ekundarsund once the boat is loaded. Trick. I gather these crates are full of dried cod?
They are. And the other ones have hard bread, mead, and wool canvases for the crew.
Excellent. You have served us well for many years now, Trick. Faithfully.
I can't say it was a pleasure, but you've treated me with respect. I'm grateful for it. Now I hope my debt has been paid.
In full. Are you sure I can't tempt you to come with us? Your help would be invaluable.
Shackles here versus shackles across the sea? Tough choice to make.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I free you, here and now. But if you return to me willingly as a slave, you can purchase a place amongst my crew. Once we're established in the land across the sea, I'll free you for good, and take you as my partner in trade.
Not many slaves would get an offer like that. Well then, let's get these supplies on board before the storm hits us.
Four legs are faster than two. Freyr, gods, let this horse bring balance and protection to our journey. Mother will be happy to see me.
I seem to have been visited by God.
Mother, it's been a while.
Far too long. The sheep miss you, Gunhilda. They can't bear the thought of losing you to the land across the sea.
They might not have to.
Whatever is troubling you, my love, we will remedy it.
We need more men. The clan we recruited has decided to remain on land. We're left with no navigator nor crew.
Some clans have just returned from the sea. I've seen them camp nearby. I can take you to them, but you'll have to be persuasive.
Do you doubt my abilities, Mother?
I wouldn't dare. You've always had wits sharper than Gungnir. I can only hope that just like Odin's spear, you will return to me.
You know we must go where our opportunities lie. This land is overcrowded. We want our own fields, to harvest our own crops.
All right. I won't push any further. My father will be heartbroken.
And you won't be?
My heart broke the day you left our company. We've arrived. Go on, love.
Thank you, Mother. Free men of Eikundarsund, heed my call. We are looking for those brave enough to defy the whale road with us. You! Will you sail with us?
I saw you on the path earlier. You came here on a horse, didn't you?
I did.
And you shamelessly admit it. You fool. No, I won't sail with you. I don't want to face the spirit's wrath.
I intended to break the curse of sailing with a woman when riding that horse. It should protect us.
Have you seen the sky? The gods are already punishing you for your arrogance.
Bondi, join us.
My men and I have just returned from years of Vikingur with Guthrum's warband. It's time for us to tend to our crops and see our children grow.
When do you leave?
Today.
Have you sailed before?
My husband sailed with Harald Jarl himself. He sailed enough for both of us.
I've learned to be wary of boastful spirits. Your word alone isn't enough.
How can I convince you to accompany us?
Well, why are you leaving our northern land?
My husband is a second son. If we were to stay, our farm will pass to his eldest brother, and we'll be left with nothing.
I understand that all too well. My men and I have found this temporary campsite, but we've got nowhere to go.
Then come with us.
It does sound tempting. Would you have enough supplies for all my men?
We'll have meat and water aboard.
Fresh meat. It's not very practical to eat. How will we cook it? How will we store it?
You're right. It might be wiser to bring something else. My husband is loading the meat and the dried fish aboard our ship as we speak. We'll have plenty for everyone.
How will we be sleeping?
We'll protect ourselves with wool canvases.
That should be enough. How will you find your way across the sea?
My husband has met with a sea rider using these rocks he called sunstones.
Well, tell your husband this man is a liar. Sunstones are rarely used for a reason.
We'll observe the signs Midgard has given us. The birds, the currents, the stars. The spirits will show us the way. We need someone to interpret it.
You're right. I can help you around these shores, but in the midst of the wave world, we'll need an expert.
We? Have you decided to come?
I have. You speak true and my men are ready to settle.
I'm honored. Gather your men and your things. I'll take you to our ship.
I should know better than to ever doubt you. You excel once again.
There's little to stand in your way when you aim for the sky. Stigur's clan will accompany us. But we remain short a navigator.
I thought of someone while loading the ship.
Who?
You'll need to trust me. But we must reach Heloia first, and fast. The storm is imminent. It's looming on the horizon like a bad omen. Have we offended the gods in some way?
I rode a horse to my mother.
Gundhilda!
You asked me to trust you. It's only fair you do the same. We didn't have time to pay our respects to the spirits. I did what I must. Now, how do we reach Heloia?
I know where Heloia is.
Then, lead the way.
We must exit the fjord. Sail right. Now straight ahead towards the setting sun. Now, get closer to the shore, but make sure to keep the rocks on your left and the land on your right. We don't want to damage the hull. Embrace the shore until you see a tower of ice. Well done. Now we're going to pass a small island filled with sea lions. Past the Sea Lions Island. Our destination is ahead. Do not lose your course through the storm. Do you see the light? Go towards it. It's our destination. We've arrived! This is Halloya!
You shouldn't be here.
Bjorn, brother, I've come to...
Brother? When have we ever been brothers?
We were in the same Filak, Bjorn. We've sworn oaths to respect, support, and protect each other. They still hold true for me.
Those oaths were broken long before my exile, Thorstein, by both of us. You might have forgotten, but I've had years of solitude to remember.
Your scorn will be the death of us all. I haven't forgotten, but I refuse to let the past haunt my future. Maybe you should do the same. We need you, Bjorn. Join us. Lead us through the salted mountains.
Is this a trick? Why come to me?
Can't you trust that not everyone is deceitful? No other sea rider tames the waves like you do.
Now that I can believe.
Take me to your ship then, and we'll leave this wretched place.
I see you've made a true sea king of yourself.
It wasn't always pleasant, but I haven't been idle.
It must be nice to have Harald's.
Mostly Gunhilda's. But yes.
Gunhilda, you haven't changed.
That's enough from you! Leave us!
As the northern sea.
I know what you're going to say.
Yet it didn't stop you from making such a foolish decision.
You would have never agreed.
And with good reason. How are you so quick to forget?
I'm not.
I don't trust him.
Neither do I. But he's in that boat as well. He won't put us all in danger.
And after that?
After that, we'll part ways. The Isle of Britannia has plenty of land to spare.
Oh, may the gods hear you.
Towards the eye of the storm! Brace yourselves! The road is treacherous!
Praise be to God, the Most High, glory of glory, Lord of lords. Help me to show your grace and forgiveness to those who need it most.
Guthrum Jarl approaches.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Elrich, are you done speaking with your god for now?
My dialogue with him is constant, my lord, even if my lips are not moving.
My lord this, my lord that. Oh, you Saxons are quick to bend the knee. Perhaps it's why you make such excellent prisoners.
And yet King Alfred's army of Saxons has you surrounded.
Yes, well. I had expected him to send for you, but 5 months and more he has left you here with no word. Perhaps you are not as precious to him as you led me to believe.
For what man knows the things of a man except the spirit which is in him?
Or perhaps he finds your habit of quoting dead men as insufferable as I do.
I doubt that very much, my lord.
Come, walk with me. It must be almost time for you to pray again. I'll speak plainly. I've kept my men from pillaging Chippenham so that Alfred will have no quarrel with me should he retake his home.
I see.
Do you? If he bests us, I will be at your mercy instead of you at mine. Can I trust you to speak on my behalf, or do Saxons cling to their grudges as dearly as Vidar?
Christ demands we show others the mercy he has already shown us. You have nothing to fear from me, my lord.
Well, we shall see. You served under Alfred for many years. Tell me, how does he keep the loyalty of his men? After so many years of defeat, surely his soldiers would join another army.
King Alfred's role has been ordained by God. To desert him would be to go against divine will.
There are no contests of strength, no challenges to his rule.
Why would there be? He alone is destined to lead us until God chooses otherwise.
There may be something to this religion of yours after all. What is going on here?
No. The relic. It's gone.
I want every Saxon in this place searched head to toe.
Wait!
Remember your place, Saxon.
These people have been here since the siege began. They've no reason to steal, not now, and nowhere to flee if they did.
You accuse my men?
I accuse no one. Let me speak with those present. I will find the thieves.
No. You will return to your cell immediately. I will discover who is responsible before Alfred hears of it and decides to retake Chippenham by force.
One of these people must have seen something. My apologies, but did you happen to witness anyone exiting the church with items made of gold or silver?
Surely I did. Some Saxons came here and took everything they could, carrying it all off to the butcher's house, next to the market.
That seems strange. Good Christians would have no reason to take what is theirs already.
Are you questioning my honor?
Merely making an observation. Thank you for your candor. Sister, did you see who took the relic and the rest of the gold?
I saw nothing! Now leave me alone!
Young one, did you see anyone carrying items of gold from the chapel?
I saw some men in furs and armor hiding things under their cloaks. They were talking about leaving Chippenham at night and said the statue would be too heavy. Then they went to the big house next to the Great Hall.
You have done our lord a tremendous service, child. Thank you. Guthrum should know what I found. Tell me, brother, did you see who stole from the chapel?
Don't ask me. Please, just go.
I need to find out what happened to the relic. I need to check the butcher's house. These people have nothing, not even firewood. I'll find no hidden relic here. The child said the thieves went to the big house next to the Great Hall. Bjorn! Pleasure to see you. I'm searching for our sacred relics that have been taken from the chapel. May I look inside to clear your good name?
Certainly not. My men are sleeping and I won't have them disturbed by some monk on a foolish hunt for fault where there is none.
I need to look inside. There must be another entrance.
I advise you to look elsewhere, monk. My men and my house are no concern of yours.
I need to look inside. There must be another entrance. Out of the mouth of babes.
What were you able to get? Not much.
They're guarding the food carefully now. They should have enough for 2 or 3 days.
Leave tonight, then. Now fetch more dogs around. Gather the gold in the sacks. Let no one see you.
It shall be a...
My lord, I found the missing gold and the relic of Ely.
I told you to return to your cell, Elrich. I will not brook disobedience, not from my men and not from you.
Bjorn is organizing your men to flee Chippenham by night and leave you to face Alfred's wrath alone.
What? If you are lying to me, monk... Now return to your cell. Do not let me lay eyes on you until you come at my command.
Yes, my lord. I need to return to my room. Guthrum abhors disobedience.
Get inside, monk. I won't be held accountable by Guthrum if you disobey him again.
Good morrow, Bjorn. Have you come to join me in prayer?
Never, monk. Guthrum Jarl wants to speak with you in the Longhouse. Bring your golden idol. You'll need it before long.
Bjorn is waiting. I should not stoke his impatience. It's time to travel again, old friend.
This relic carries a shard of the one true cross, if you doubt its potency.
I doubt every lie that falls from your lips. Asher Guthrum, you made it trouble for me and my men.
Trouble brought upon you by your own actions.
And by a monk who doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Only after we admit our faults and beg forgiveness can we hope to atone for them.
Spare me your sermons. I won't forget the debt you owe me. And neither will you, if you have a mind to keep living.
I wonder what Guthrum wants. You wished to see me, my lord?
Your king has finally sent for you. Alfred has delivered the terms of my surrender and I have accepted. You are no longer my prisoner.
Thank you, my lord. I will remember you in my prayers.
One moment, Elrich. I admit the insights I gleaned into the Saxon mind through our discussions made Alfred's terms easier to swallow. He wants me to be baptized, to become a Christian king. It is you who convinced me that doing so would increase my power, not diminish it.
Of course, any who come to the Lord are welcome. Hopefully in time, you will appreciate the many other gifts God offers beyond mere power as well.
Mere power? Hold your tongue, monk. With the treaty signed, your usefulness is at its end. Leave by the main gate. A horse awaits you. Now go before I change my mind.
Yes, my lord. I'd better meet the messenger before Guthrum changes his mind.
It is King Alfred who must claim this great victory, though of course God strengthens his hand. Brother Elrich, I was told to wait on you. King Alfred desires to see you at once.
And let us not keep the good king waiting. What news in Winchester since Christmas?
Too much for me to say. But the battle at Eddington was won, and soon the countryside will be free for all good Wessex men to till and plough as before.
For so many years of war, the land seems all but untouched.
Yea, nature's beauty has taken not nearly so hard a beating as we have.
It's a pleasure to see it again as a free man at last. What news of the king? How does he celebrate his triumph?
With more plans and late-night discussions. I've never seen a man smile so little when reporting such a great victory.
He's right to be wary. Guthrum is not tamed yet.
If you say so. His ferocity seemed to be at an ebb when I delivered King Alfred's terms.
I pray you are right. It would be well if we are done with war for his sake and ours.
I'll drink to that, brother. King Alfred awaits you inside.
Thank you for ensuring my safe return. Alfred will be waiting on my return.
Brother Elrich, you are returned to me at last.
By God's grace, it is so.
And by mine. I was the one who included your safe passage in the terms of Guthrum's surrender.
Then I am grateful to you as well, my lord.
And you have returned with the relic of Ely. I was ready to chase the Danes to recover it, but I see you have the matter well in hand.
With Guthrum's aid, yes.
You speak kindly of him. Even after so many months as his captain? Truly, you exemplify Christ's grace. Now come, we have a baptism to plan.
The baptism will soon begin.
That's why I've chosen the name Adel Stan. I trust you agree it is fitting.
Jarl Guthrum, to have you come in peace to our city at last fills my heart with joy.
You seem well, Elrich. Freedom agrees with you.
As a life in the service of Christ will agree with you.
Indeed. Let us delay this happy occasion.
Si igita vis ad vitam ingredi, serva mandatum. Diligus dominum diem tuum ex toto cortu, et ex tota animatua, et ex totement tua, et proximum tuum sicut typsum.
Amen.
Axapi signum crucis tam in front, quam in cord, sum fidem plastium preceptorum, et talis est the moribus, ab tempum Deum est possis.
Amen.
Amen.